In this module, we're going to talk about the process and do a demonstration of the setup for integrating Cisco Unified Communications Manager with the LDAP environment, and in this case, it's going to be Microsoft Active Directory. And I want you to consider this a prerequisite for doing any Jabber deployment. So first off, you need to understand the Cisco Unified Communications Manager directory integration process and what's possible and what's not, and what's here and what's not. And I think the easiest way to do it is to talk about types of users first. So in Unified Communications Manager, there are two types of users. There are users we call end users, and there are users that we call application users. End users are user accounts assigned for the purpose of interactive login. So people get end user accounts. People with phones get end user accounts. Application users are service accounts, so they may be things that are doing CTI control or Axel control or some other back-end system service. Those are not interactive login accounts. So end users go to people, application users go to services. So we can populate end users by configuration data in an LDAP directory. So end users can be directory enabled. Application users cannot. So application users are standalone only. Now, don't let that mean that it has to be one or the other. Now, it did in previous versions of CUCM, but now you can have a mix of standalone users and LDAP integrated users. But that's kind of, to a side point. But end users are what Jabber is going to use for its authentication. So you need to have this integration in place. There are a number of different supported LDAP environments as of Unified Communications Manager 10.x, and keep in mind this list can change, so be sure to check the latest versions of the administration guides, etc., and the data sheets for information, because you may not be on 10, you may be on 11 by the time you watch this video. Currently, supported LDAP environments are Microsoft Active Directory 2003 and 2008, they used to support 2000. I think it just rolled off in the most recent iteration of the chart. Microsoft ADAM 2003, Microsoft ADLDS 2008, Sun One Directory Server 7.0, Open LDAP 2.3.39 and 2.4, and Oracle Directory Server Enterprise Edition 11GR1. It's not important for you to remember specific versions of things as you're configuring. I mean, you'll want to obviously make sure that you're supported based on the compatibility matrix, but once you've verified, yes, I'm supported, I know I'm Active Directory, that'll be fine. You don't need to remember if it's 2003 or 2008 as far as the call manager LDAP integration goes. And the next thing we're going to do now that we've talked about what's supported is let's jump into the Cisco Unified Communications Manager administrative interface, and let's walk through the process of doing an LDAP integration.